All right. Thank you all for being here today, taking some time out of your schedule to come learn about this project. I'm Bo Boyer. I'm the budget purchasing manager for the city. We have Mike Wertz here. He's kind of serving as the consultant for the city in this project. And we have John Gamel here also with Sims Plus, representing our architects through this project. What we're going to do is I'm going to hand things over. John Burns is also on with us, joining us online. I'm going to kind of hand things over to him first, to kind of give an overview of what this project entails. And then John's going to give a little bit more details of design and the planning side. And then I'm going to kind of give a brief overview of the actual RFP response. And then we'll open it up to questions at that time. So John, I'm going to unmute you here and kind of hand things over to you.
Thanks, Bo. I'm just going to show you a picture.
Hold on.
I'm going to show you a picture of the lake first.
He may be muted.
John, are you muted?
I am not.
He's not muted. Hold on. We got Sean here to help us with the technical stuff.
Hello? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
You can hear us. Can you hear us now? Or can we hear you now?
I can hear you.
One more time, John?
I can hear you guys.
We're just gonna turn it over. Can y'all hear him okay?
John, go ahead and give us another sound check.
Hello, I'm in Lake Tahoe. It's a very nice day.
Can you hear that?
Everybody's laughing, so.
Speak loudly.
No.
All right, go right ahead, John.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. I'll be real brief, Bo. We have been working on this project since approximately 2014. Sometime around that time, we were doing a space study with Lavalin Architecture, looking at our current facilities, trying to decide what we needed to do and where we needed to go. We couldn't really figure out what we wanted to do at that point in time. We talked about building a police station. We talked about building a fire station. And we talked about building a new city hall civic complex. All of that we worked through for a couple of years, had some good ideas and some plans. We also looked at the courthouse at that point in time. We moved on. Beyond that, time went by. We got busy with other things and kind of put that study back on the back burner. A couple of years ago, we brought that study back up and began looking at that, knowing that we needed to expand. We were once again looking at a fire station or a police station. We had the opportunity to purchase the Gold Star building. I guess, Bo, that'd be about a year and a half or 2 years ago now. And we purchased the Gold Star building for us. And we knew that that would meet our facility needs for the police department for an extended period of time. Once we did that, we began just to simply look at what other facilities we needed or that needed to be remodeled, and also the work that we needed to do on the Gold Star building, which brought us to the last 18 months or so working with Sims and Architects to go through these facilities, determine what we needed and how we needed to get there. We feel like that we've got a plan, that they've drawn up a plan which will get us the facilities that we need for the next 15, 20 years, if not longer. There is some sequencing and some critical aspects of this project, which John can get into a little bit later, which are going to be real important to us. But we are also looking to get a strong construction CM at risk, construction manager at risk on board. And we're going to bring you on quickly and early. We are not way down the line. We do not have we have schematics. We do not have a lot of design work done at this point in time. We've started on that. but we want to bring on a good contractor that can work with us and work with our architects to help us make wise decisions and decisions that will enable us to maximize the use of our space and maximize the use of our resources and do those things in an intelligent manner. That's kind of all I've got, Bo.
All right, thank you, John. John, you want to share?
Yeah, if you want to share that PowerPoint. Well, I recognize just about everybody in the room, so thank y'all for coming out. Start out with the City of Canyon. You've probably all seen most of these drawings are shown online. So if we just want to, we'll just kind of start clicking through the slides here as soon as, there we go. Perfect. Okay. The next slide is the police station. It's at the Gold Star building, as John Burns mentioned. It's about 19,000 square feet. We want to do pretty much overhaul the interior. I know we've talked to several of y'all about this in the past because we were trying to do pricing. And so some of you have seen this, and those that haven't, it's the packages out there. Do some exterior work to it so that it really has an identity there on 4th Street. And you can click to the next slide, please. And it's a basement and first floor. The police department has already moved into that. So the thought process behind this, and this is what we want to get your input on. They would move down into the basement, work out of that, remodel the first floor, move back up into their finished space, and then we can do the remodel in the basement, which is not quite as extensive down there. We've done quite a bit of studying on the building. There's possible there will be a new roof. It's a possibility it'll be within this. It may be a different way. They're working on that. We have not had this. We're getting to this point to have Brown go in and evaluate all the mechanical. I know there's been lots of work done over on that building over the years when Happy owned it and everything. So we can go on to the next is the fire station. The existing fire station, which is over here to the east in this building, it's now a 6-bay station. We're going to take out 1 bay and that's fine. Take out 1 bay and add a second floor in there. There's an existing 2-story area in the building that's offices and an old kind of dormitory. It's too small. So we'll be doing a little bit of exterior work, trying to do some nice new doors, the quick operating doors that we've done on some of the City of Amarillo fire stations. The next slide shows the floor plan, but you can see we're going there, basically completely gut out and remodel the fire station. It's probably one of the biggest deals, go down to structure in those spaces. We'll have to add an elevator. There is no elevator. We'll have to add a fire pole because they will actually have firemen sleeping there and need to be able to get down quickly from that second floor. And then, like I said, go over and take out that first bay. Because we're taking that first bay, we're doing some more work. So the next project is a new classroom and storage building that's out by the training tower at Lindsay Field, which is over a few blocks west of here. It's about a 6,200 square foot metal building, 3 bays of storage, and then a big classroom. We have a floor plan on the next slide, and a site plan there, just so that they can have a place. Getting like I said, phasing becomes a deal. That this one, as soon as this one's built, they can use it. But before that, because this will take several months to build, we've got some other ideas that we'll talk about. The next slide is the new CMU burn house. It's a little design. It's completely designed to set fires in and go in for the fire department to practice. And what's cool about it is not only the City of Canyon will use it, other surrounding communities will come in and be able to use it. The old one was torn down a few years ago because it kind of reached the end of its life. You can imagine all the fires in it would cause some deterioration, but it's block and metal studs and a Compra, very simple little building. The next one is right north of here. That's what they call fire station number 2. We talked about adding on to it, or there's a parking lot or some lots the city owns to the north of here, doing a little 1,500 square foot physical training building. There was 2 thoughts. We decided to go ahead and pull it away from that and just do a little standalone metal building that they could have, exercise equipment, a gym in, a little locker room and a shower room in, and do some new parking. Next one this is the overall plan of the building that we're sitting in now. We're up on the 2nd floor, obviously. Down on the lower half, it's only a single floor. That will be where a large amount of remodel will be done, where planning and development is now over here on the east side. We'll remodel so that they can move over with Public Works to where the police department had been. And then we'll take that old area where they had been and do some remodel to give the fire department offices for, fire marshal and all the fire offices that they need. This is pretty light remodel, but I mean, it will entail paint and carpet and, reconfiguring a few walls and things, but it's pretty light. We're going to try to, as budget allows, get the toilets. And then there's this elevator out here is, it's antique. It's 50 plus years old and needs to be redone. So those are kind of things that would happen on this end of this building. And then there's the animal shelter. It would be a metal building, about 2,000 square feet. The city of Canyon does not currently have an animal shelter at all. And so we looked at that. It would have interior block walls, and the thought behind it was a metal building, but then do block walls everywhere that the animals would be, so that we'd have the durability, epoxy, stone hardtop floors, and running those up the walls and everything for durability and keeping it clean and everything. So right now it's for 16 dogs and about 10 cats. And then there would be they have a piece of land, and we have some room for some parking, a little play yard that they could have some synthetic turf out there where they could go out and run the friendly dogs around, when they have them. So that's kind of all of the projects. It's a lot that goes with this bond. And like I said, the big deal is that when the fire department needs to be taken out to be remodeled, that we need to have this area over here so that they can move over to this side of the building and have some offices. There's just some logistics things that we need to all get into. We won't go into all the specifics of it, but one of the questions to be thinking about when whoever gets it is, how do we stage this? How do we want to issue drawings? Is there a couple pieces we want to hurry up and get out right now, or do we do it all at once and then we worry about the staging afterwards? Just what does everybody think about the best way to get the best value for the city of Canyon? So that's pretty much the synopsis of all the projects.
All right. Thank you, John. As it says in the RFP, this is a one-step selection for CMAR. So we're looking at demonstrated commitment, expertise, available resources, and methods that are going to be used throughout the project. Some points that I wanted to make a note of in the actual RFP itself. For the response form, we're looking for an opinion of probable cause. We're not looking for a bid. As we said, we're still in the design and planning phase of this, so there's not enough information to give an accurate bid. So it's a yes or no question. We took the $13 million that's available from the bond, took out things like architecture, engineering, furniture, fixtures, equipment, and a 5% contingency. That left about $10.5 million. So the opinion that we're asking for is, do you believe that the project can be done within that dollar amount? If it's no, that's not an automatic exclusion. We then ask for further details of explaining why not. Then after that, there's just, we ask for a percentage of what you would charge for the CMAR services. There is a mention in there when talking about the procurement services that will be provided. We mentioned that if we are awarded a grant that we have applied for but have not been awarded, that we may need to follow federal procedures for purchasing. I just want to point that if we don't receive that grant, we're still moving forward with the construction project. We're just hoping to have additional funding available that would assist with the project. Let's see. We do not have a sample contract at this time. We'll likely work with the selected firm to draft a contract for the CMAR services. And want to make sure everybody saw Addendum A that had the asbestos surveys on there as well. And tentative schedule moving forward from here. Deadline for questions is October 14th, so 2 weeks from today. Proposals are due October 24th at 10 a.m. We'll then be evaluating after that, and we plan to take it to commission for their decision on December 2nd. At this time, if y'all have any questions, also online, if you have any questions, if you want to add anything in the chat, we'll take your questions now. Let's give people on chat a couple more minutes in case they're typing something.
sir.
Item number 7, the fire command staff offices, is that going down in the basement? Is that where that's going?
That is on the first floor.
It's on the.
Yeah, it's on the first floor over here. It's right above where the basement is. We're not doing any work on the basement
Oh,
on this
okay.
project.
All right, so it's part of that 3,700 square.
Yeah, and actually, I was looking at it, we updated that, it's about 5,000 square feet for that whole chunk of the
Okay.
building,
Okay, got it. Okay.
so.
Yeah, if you look on the plans here, if you can see my mouse, this is the first floor, and we're talking about,
We're talking about the green area, but that also that little red area.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Command staff.
it's kind of, it's kind of an overlap. They need that they need that sooner than later, if that makes sense. So that the fire office have they just have a place to.
All right, well, if there are no further questions, I'll go ahead and start shutting things down. I'll stop the recording. And I want to thank each of you all for being here and taking the time. And again, your interest in supporting what Canyon is doing and how we are growing and developing and supporting our public safety departments. We really do appreciate it. Thank you all.